Have you ever had that gut feeling that someone smiles at you, laughs at your jokes, even says all the right things, but deep down something feels off, like there's a hidden tension in the air they never speak of? What if I told you that you're not imagining it? Because sometimes the people who claim to be in your corner are the very ones silently hoping you'll fail. And the most dangerous kind of hate is the one that wears a mask. Stoic philosophy teaches us to see clearly, to accept uncomfortable truths, and to walk away from illusions. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 psychological signs that someone secretly hates you and is hiding it. These signs are subtle, often dismissed, but if you stay with me till the end, you'll not only be able to recognize them, you'll know exactly how to respond with strength, self-respect, and unshakable calm. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Their compliments feel like insults in disguise. Have you ever received a compliment that didn't feel right? Like someone says, "Wow, I didn't expect you to do so well," or "You actually look good in that." It sounds positive, but you walk away feeling small. This is what psychologists call a backhanded compliment. It's subtle sabotage disguised as praise. And those who harbor secret resentment towards you often use this tactic to keep you questioning yourself, to diminish your self-worth while maintaining the appearance of kindness. According to Stoic wisdom, words are just external impressions, but it's our judgment that gives them power. Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone does wrong, it is because they believe it is right." But once you see through it, you're no longer a victim. If someone constantly gives you praise that seems laced with surprise, sarcasm, or disbelief, it's likely they don't respect you. And deep down, they don't want to. Don't argue. Don't seek validation. Just observe. Your self-worth should never hang on someone else's disguised disdain. Sign 2. They celebrate your failures and downplay your successes. Think about how they respond when things go wrong for you. Do their eyes light up when you talk about a setback? Is there a subtle smirk when you're down? And when you win, do they brush it off or stay silent? A person who secretly hates you can't celebrate your growth because it threatens them. They crave your downfall because it validates their internal narrative that you're not better, smarter, or more deserving than them. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In the same way, it's not your success or failure that reveals people's intentions. It's their reaction to it that tells you everything. Pay close attention. If someone always highlights your worst and ignores your best, it's not forgetfulness, it's envy. And envy often disguises itself behind politeness. Your response? Don't boast, don't shrink, just keep shining. The Stoic remains grounded, not needing applause, nor fearing resentment. Sign 3. They disappear. When you need them most. In moments of crisis, when you're heartbroken, broke, sick, or in real trouble. Who's there? One of the clearest signs of secret hatred is intentional absence. They may call you friend, but when you're drowning, they're nowhere to be found. Why? Because deep down, they don't want to see you recover. Your pain makes them feel powerful. Seneca once said, "A friend is someone who wishes what is good for you, regardless of whether it is good for them." If someone avoids your suffering, they may not be your friend at all. They might make excuses, pretend to care after the fact, or say, "I didn't want to intrude." But the truth? Their silence was their message. Take note. When life tests you, false allies vanish. Real ones show up. Stoicism teaches us to see without bitterness, not to hate them back, but to free ourselves from illusions. Your peace begins where false relationships end. Sign 4. They compete with you constantly, but pretend it's just friendly. Some people cloak their envy with competition. They try to one-up everything you do. Your job, your clothes, your relationship, even your stories. If you say you traveled to New York, they went to Europe. If you got a raise, they suddenly might buy a new car. What makes it toxic? They never admit the competition. They call it friendly, but it's fueled by hidden hate. They don't want you to win. They want to beat you, even if the game only exists in their mind. A Stoic recognizes this not as a threat, but as a mirror of the other person's insecurity. You become a trigger for their own inadequacy. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. You weren't born to impress or outshine. You were born to live. If someone turns your joy into their battlefield, step out of the war. Withdraw from comparison. There is no competition in your lane." Sign 5. They subtly undermine your confidence in front of others. Pay attention to how they speak about you when others are around. Do they make little jokes at your expense? Poke at your insecurities? Reveal things you told them in confidence, disguised as playful teasing? It's one of the most manipulative signs of hidden hatred, humiliation masked as humor. They might laugh and say, "I'm just playing with you," but it's never truly lighthearted. It's a tactic designed to chip away at your confidence, publicly. The Stoics believed in emotional discipline, but also in dignity. If someone consistently disrespects you while pretending it's just a joke, you must reclaim your boundary. Call it out calmly or distance yourself quietly. Never trade your self-worth for social comfort. Let them keep the room. You keep your soul. Sign 6. Their body language contradicts their words. Words can lie, but the body doesn't. They may smile, but it doesn't reach their eyes. They nod when you speak, but their arms stay crossed. They laugh, a little too forced. You feel the disconnect, even if you can't explain it. This tension is real. Psychologists call it incongruent behavior. And when someone secretly hates you, their body often reveals what their mouth tries to conceal. The Stoics were masters of observation. They trained themselves to see clearly, not emotionally. Don't let charm blind you. Instead, notice. Do they lean away when you speak? Do they avoid eye contact? Are their responses mechanical, shallow? Trust your perception. If someone's presence feels draining, cold, or false, don't ignore it. Their energy doesn't lie. Stay courteous, but protect your space. Emotional honesty begins with recognizing silent truths. Sign 7. They always find a way to make you feel guilty. This one is subtle and devastating. They guilt-trip you for setting boundaries, for not texting back fast enough, for saying no. They play the victim when you try to protect your peace. It's manipulation, plain and simple. And it often stems from a hidden hatred that says, "You owe me." Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others." Yet, when someone constantly twists your actions into selfishness, they're not seeking love, they're seeking control. Someone who hates you may not scream or fight. Instead, they'll slowly erode your sense of self by making you feel bad for having one. Recognize the pattern. Say this in your mind: "Their discomfort is not my responsibility." Then walk away with peace and without apology. Conclusion: sometimes hate doesn't roar. It whispers, smiles, and pretends. But when you learn to see the signs, you reclaim your power. Stoic wisdom teaches us to walk with clarity, not resentment, to protect our peace without becoming bitter. If you've recognized any of these signs, remember this: your worth is not defined by someone else's hidden war. Let go of what poisons you and rise with grace. If this video spoke to you, please subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and comment below your story or thoughts. Your voice might help someone find their strength. Stay strong. Stay stoic.